If you're poor, you need to stop playing by the rules. It's not serving you. It wasn't made to be for you, this entire system. The system isn't broken, it's designed to work against the poor. Playing by the rules of a rigged game will never lead to liberation. It keeps people compliant, distracted, and powerless. If we're serious about breaking cycles of poverty and oppression, it's time for a radical shift. The poor must stop following the rules that were built to keep them down and start dismantling the system from the ground up. And I want to lay out how I think that's possible. Let's start with number 1. The rules were made to keep you poor. So the system rewards the rich and penalizes the poor. Billionaires exploit loopholes, avoid taxes, and use their wealth to generate more wealth. We just found out that Amazon was supposed to pay I think $12 billion in taxes, and they didn't. They didn't. How is that legal? How is that allowed? Meanwhile, the poor are told to quote unquote work hard for scraps, all while being taxed disproportionately. And education, housing, healthcare, and upward mobility are systematically locked behind barriers of cost and bureaucracy. The rules are designed to keep people out, not let them rise. I also want to point out that hard work is a scam. Society tells you that if you work hard enough, you'll succeed. But the truth is that the rich are born with advantages, connections, capital, and safety nets. That hard work alone can never be replicated, ever. And the rules keep the poor trapped in underpaid, overworked jobs that barely cover basic needs. Meanwhile, CEOs rake in millions by exploiting the labor of those same workers. Obedience keeps you powerless. And I'm going to repeat that. Obedience keeps you powerless. The system tells you to play nice, stay in line, and wait for your turn, but compliance isn't rewarded, it's exploited. The poor are expected to follow laws and systems that the wealthy break without any consequences at all. The rich didn't get rich by playing fair, they took risks, exploited systems, and broke rules. Why should the poor be held to a moral standard that their oppressors ignore? Why? We need to defy the system that keeps you in change. The system thrives on keeping people in debt and spending money they don't have to maintain appearances, but opting out, whether through minimalism, bartering, or DIY alternatives, strikes at the heart of capitalism's control. They need you to keep consuming, and if you keep doing that, you'll keep staying in that system. You'll keep your chains on. The system isolates people, making them believe they're alone in their struggles, but organizing, unionizing, and community building disrupt the rules that keep people divided and powerless. And if you don't want to do the work, I highly encourage you to donate to their cause, because these organizations are very powerful. The rich have amassed their wealth through centuries of exploitation of labor, land, and resources, and redistribution isn't theft, it's justice. Take what you need. Hoarding wealth while millions struggle is a crime against humanity. Whether through grassroots mutual aid, community takeovers, or outright defiance of property laws, reclaiming resources is an act of survival, not rebellion. And I need y'all to stop believing in legitimacy. Laws exist to protect the interests of the wealthy, not the well-being of the people. What's considered legal often serves to uphold oppression, while acts of defiance are labeled criminal to scare people into submission. We need to redefine morality. The rules you're told to follow aren't inherently right. Feeding your family by any means necessary isn't wrong. Breaking unjust laws isn't immoral, it's revolutionary. We also need to build parallel systems under the current system that we're in. So the poor can't win in a rigged system, so it's time to build alternatives. We need community gardens. We need worker cooperatives. We need free clinics. And alternative currencies can thrive outside the oppressive structures of capitalism. Stuff like giving things away for free. If you have fruit trees in your backyard, give it away to your friends and family and community so people don't have to buy it, right? Giving stuff on free and for sale pages, right? But giving things away for free, bartering, letting your neighbor borrow your ladder if you have one and they don't, so they don't have to buy one. These are the things we should be doing. And I just want to emphasize that small acts of rebellion, like sharing resources, refusing to pay exploitative debts, or reclaiming abandoned spaces, chip away at the system's control. And I need y'all to stop waiting for permission. The system teaches the poor to wait for approval from the government, from employers, from the wealthy elite. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you, and waiting for permission is just another form of control. Every second spent playing by the rules is a second lost to oppression. And liberation begins the moment you stop asking if and start doing.